Hey, what's up, people? It's girl Ava with GAJ Entertainment News, and today we're joined by the one and only Kwesoul. So, Kwesoul, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
You're feeling great?
I'm feeling
You ready?
marvelous. Yeah.
I mean, it's glad to have you on set today.
Thank you.
Just having you here, it's, your presence here alone is just amazing.
Honored.
So, Kwesoul, there's going to be people tuning in for the first time who don't know you. So can you give us, how do you say your name, Kwesoul? Is there a proper pronunciation of how to say it?
Very simply said right by you. It's Kwesoul.
Kwesoul.
Meaning Kwesi.
Okay.
I'm Sunday born.
Okay.
So, Sunday comes soulful. So it's Kwesi with the soul. So I just omit the I from Kwesi and put O-U-L and it becomes Kwesoul. So it's real name, no gimmick.
Okay, so Kwesoul.
Kwesoul.
Right. I'm not sure if you're familiar with, Sauti Soul.
Sauti Soul,
yeah,
the Kenyan band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is that where, your name's derived from, because I was thinking soul meant something,
I've been around longer than Sauti Soul.
Okay.
I've been around before I actually noticed them. I've been around longer than I discovered the band. But yeah, it has a little, connotation to, my name and their name, but it has nothing to do with that. I've been Kwesoul for quite a long time before they probably became a band.
Great. So people, it's Kwesoul, okay? Let's get it right. Kwesoul. So, you did mention you've been doing music for a very long time.
Very long time.
And we know, you have been in the industry for a long time.
Very long time.
About 10 years? So
I would say maybe professionally. And when I say professionally, the checks hasn't really started coming in like that yet. But professionally, taking it seriously into another level has been about, I would say 10 years, but I've been doing music longer than that. Maybe I would say maybe 20 years since. That's been my life. That's what soothes my pains, my headaches. So it's been part of me since my integral days. So, but I would say about 10 years professionally, but I've been doing it like seriously too, about 20 years.
20. Wow, that's amazing. How do you stay motivated? Because we all know the industry is very hectic, especially, following your dreams. And, how do you stay motivated in all this? 20 years is a very long time.
Right. My biggest motivation is that I really now don't listen to a whole lot of music out there. Not to say that they're not good or nothing, but what motivates me the most is that, like I said, I don't really listen to a lot of music, but however, I have a studio at home. And every time I go to record myself, or every time I get a chance to be in the studio, any single thing or everything that I record kind of like fits into the latest genre of music without me even trying too hard. And it's mostly better than most of my peers and even most people even on the top.
Yeah.
That per se. So that's what motivates me, because I've gotten into I'll say if I had hit 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't, if I hit really hard 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't be in the game still right now. I'd be probably washed off right now. But it seems like I'm simply current. Every time I go in the studio and record something, I don't try to be Azonto. I don't try to be Al-Qaeda. I don't try to be like the new form of hip hop. What is it called?
Yeah.
Trap, whatever. But when the beat is given, it's just the feeling me that when I put my voice or my material on the beat, it fits in the current style of music. So that's been like my biggest motivation. And also the people around me. Who are the people around me? Not a whole lot of people, and I'm glad for that. It's just a few people, mostly my partner, my business partner that lives with me, that knows what I'm capable of. So it's like a relentless support, because she knows that, wait, I listen to music out there. Wait, you did a song today? Wait, it's not like it sounds like,
Yeah.
but it sounds very current.
Yeah.
Considering my age, I'm not really like young girl like most of these newer artists. However, when you listen to my song, I
has
can
a
go
fresh
toe to toe. I can
Yeah.
get it,
You
get
can
in with
get
it.
it.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's my main motivation.
Yeah.
I would have stopped doing music if I didn't think that I'm still dope enough to compete with the newer
Yeah.
artists.
You know what they say, behind every successful man is
Here we
a
go.
great
Here we
woman.
go. Here we go.
So you got yourself one.
Right.
And you did mention about, the style of music that you do. So one question is, I've noticed you have a really dope swag.
Thank you.
A dope swag.
Thank you.
Would you say your style of music, is influenced by your style? Or your style was just completely something that came?
Absolutely.
You
see, what you see is what actually it's in my brain. I'm the type of person that I want my present to speak volume before I even open my mouth to say anything, and it reflects, or I'll say in music term, it resonates in my music.
Yeah.
I would say I have this abstract avant-garde style about me, and I put it all into my music.
Definitely.
Whilst growing up and developing in music, I've picked up a whole lot of all these kind of other elements of music whilst developing through music, and it's built me up enough to know if I'm going to do a reggae music or hip hop music or Afrobeat or Azonto or whatever music, it still has to have some reflection of Kwesoul in it, regardless of what kind of genre of music I want to do.
So that means you wouldn't say you have a specific, genre of music. You wouldn't say, I do high life, I do hip hop, you just do a mixture of everything. You have that talent to flow in everything.
Right.
Really.
And it's because I was alone a lot when this music hormones was showering on me.
Yeah.
I was alone a lot, so I was picking vibes from all angles.
Yeah.
I'm highly hip hop influenced. I wasn't really so much into Ghanaian music or per se. Like, I happened to grow up in an area in Accra, Kokomlemle, where it was a fusion of all sorts of people. Kokomlemle is like more like the center of town. We have Nima, we have Newtown, we have Kwame Nkrumah Circle, we have Tiptoe Lane, we have Domino's, who was the biggest distributor of music and was like a walking distance from my house. So growing up in the 80s in that area, Skyhawk sounds, Mech sounds were the biggest sounds in the whole of Ghana.
Yeah.
And I lived there at the age of 5-6 years. I used to walk over there and listen to music. So I'm influenced. I have a wide range of musical influence from the 70s to the 80s. So now I'm still living. So
Yeah.
so it's like my style of music,
Really diverse.
it's like vintage and futuristic at the same time, because I feel like I'm way ahead of my time. I started doing Afro dancehall before, I don't want to mention any name, before any of these newer Ghanaian or African artists came in to bring it into popular form to call it Afro dancehall.
Yeah.
I was mixing tree with patois
Yeah.
way back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because when I first moved to Hartford, Connecticut, there wasn't a lot of Ghanaian youth here. I was one of the few younger guys here. So I happened to spar, Jamaicans would say, spar a lot with the yardies.
Yeah.
So I picked up a lot from them. So it has a big influence on me too. So it's like I'm ahead of myself. At the same time, I have so much experience with the past form of music that, not to blow my horns or anything, I used to tell my partner, you need to put a microchip in my brains, because if I fall out right now and I'm gone, there's so much in my head that I need to share to the world. That's one of the reasons why, in an easy term, I want to blow.
Yeah.
Not because of money, not because of fame. I think I have a little fame in my own area here. That doesn't really company a whole lot of money, and it doesn't make sense to be famous and not rich. So the money is one thing too, but I think I have so much to share to the world that if I'm not big enough, then nobody will hear me.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have a legacy. That's what you want to do, leave a legacy behind. So when you're gone, your kids or people will remember and say Kwesoul was this person, and not just known for your music, which is really good. And I like the fact that you're really diverse, because I feel as though as an artist you have to be very diverse in what you do. You need to be able to adapt to surroundings, because what if this music it's not happening anymore? Your business is going to be done. So that's really good. And you did mention growing up in the 80s in Ghana. So that means you was born in Ghana.
Yes, I was born in Ghana.
We know that. So my question to you is, how is music, in Ghana, in the motherland, different to, making Afrobeats, I would say, here or, in the Western world? Do you feel as though artists in the Western, countries and in Ghana have two different sounds? Do you feel, because I feel, there's a lot of conflict, going on between, artists in, Afrobeat artists in the Western world and those in, the motherland, because the conflicting of sounds and everything. So do you think it's different? Do you think it's similar?
I'm not a sound engineer, but what I've learned through the course of the game is that sound, drums, beat, started from the motherland. That's how we used to communicate. So regardless of whatever genre of music, sound was technically generated by the motherland. Beat, rhythm, from sound. That's how we used to communicate. That's why we used to call people from the other village. That's how we used to send message to the other village. There's a lion coming, there's an elephant, there's a storm.
And war.
War, exactly. So when you talk about sound and music, it's not that much different. It's just a few things here and there that separate us from hip hop, reggae, just the tempo. Maybe we switch this thing here. Then most of the beats are almost the same. It's just the switch of few things in there that makes it sound different from the other. So back to the core of your question now. Afrobeat. Let's jump to it. Afrobeat is now taking shape and big form in the Western world right now. So I would say that we've finally reached somewhere. And I'm glad that it is. And I don't feel any other way if it wasn't like that many years ago. Because mind you, every single club you go in America, all corners of the world, there's reggae music. Any club, be it techno, whatever, you're gonna hear some kind of music. But how many times have you seen a Jamaican artist on performing at the Grammys, performing at BET, even BET, performing at MTV? No. So with me being an African, I never thought I had any good chance of making it like that here in America. However, I stood true to my roots. All this music that I've been doing, I do hip hop, reggae and everything, but I stood true to my reggae roots. So people used to tell me, Kwesoul, why are you doing dancehall so much? Dancehall, you can't compete with Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, and Popcorn and Vibes Cartel. And like, dude, that is me. I'm not forcing it. It's just the feel in me. However, now Afrobeat is really popping right now, and I happen to be here with some form of high credibility. So why not take the advantage and jump on that bandwagon and just make it happen and seem like it's working? So Afrobeat right now, it's like, balancing it out a little bit with the mainstream, international music market right now.
Great. So, you know, I know you have a feature with Jehovah.
Right.
But before we get into that, I have a really interesting question for you. You know, you've been doing music for so long. You know, what's been your ups and downs? Have you had any conflicts between yourself and any other artists that we should know about? You know, I'm sure there's been some conflict, you know, with some producers or artists. You might want to let us know.
If it wasn't like that, then it wouldn't be so competitive, or it wouldn't be so, you know, there got to be some friction sometimes to spark something.
Yeah.
So, you know, to make the flame, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had quite a few, mostly almost half of the artists that I've done collaboration with, I have some kind of, you know what I'm saying, conflict. And it's because some of these artists doesn't know to give respect where it's due.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't do music with you. Listen, I've been doing it for so long. I have songs with Castro. May his soul rest in peace. Castro, Kofinti, Kwesoul, and it's in my archives. I can release my song with Kwesoul right now, and it could be a big hit.
Yeah.
So you being a nobody, excuse me to say, maybe you think you're somebody, but not where I'm from. Because people are telling me they know me through me that they know you. So I'm known on my end. So whatever you do, and I didn't know you from back before you came to want to do stuff. So it's like, just, you know me, that's why I want to do the song. And I didn't do the song because of you. I did the song because I thought it was a really good song. That's the only reason why I wanted to do the song. And most of my collaborations are good because I don't just jump up and want to do music with anybody. I can call up any of these high profile Ghanaian artists, be like, you're going to charge me, of course, and do music just to hit. That's not my style. It got to be a good song. You know what I mean? But one thing I'll say, like you asked me, I've had a lot of, you know, head bumping with some of these artists. But my advice to them is that, listen, if my biggest idol, Wyclef, call me right now and be like, Kwesoul, let's do a joint, I'm going to give him all the respect and humility. You know what I mean? So when the other artists approach who, they should do the same thing. I'm not going to mention names.
You know, I was just about to get that out of you. Okay, so, you know, the song with Wara with Jehovah, how did that come about? How did that collaboration come about? Because that song is amazing. Guys, if you don't know the song, it's called Wara by Jehovah, featuring our very own. So make sure you check it out. The song's amazing.
So, just like you said, that's what I initially wished that it would be, Jehovah featuring Kwesoul, but it was decided to be a collaboration. So it can't be Jehovah featuring Kwesoul, because if he had said Kwesoul featuring so, then they would take it very, very personal and upset. And I'm putting it out there right now, of course, that's what it is. But it shouldn't have been like that, because, listen, I've paid ways for, I haven't been on the Billboard chart yet or anything, but I've paid way for people. And people, I know that some people look up to me, and I've paid my dues in this industry here in the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Mass. I've paid my dues. So listen, if you're gonna, some people say your arms is too short to box with God. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just show respect where it's due. But yeah, people, it's Wara with Jehovah and Kwesoul. Or Kwesoul and Jehovah. But Jehovah and Kwesoul.
Check it out, guys.
Check it out.
You know, and you have, you know, your latest song, you know, Mimpina.
Mimpina.
So,
Mimpina,
for those who don't know what Mimpina means, can you give an explanation of what it is?
Mimpina simply means, you know, like, you know, we're in America now. I've been here for quite a bit, so I'm a little bit Americanized now. So Mimpina simply means side chick, or having an affair outside your bona fide relationship.
Great.
You don't have to necessarily be married to have a side chick. But when you are married and have a side chick, then it's side chick squared, I guess.
So how did that song come about? Because you mentioned earlier, you have a great business partner. And before we actually get into that, who is this business partner? Could you just tell us a little bit about your business partner?
So she's part of that story too.
Yeah.
So my business partner, just so happened to be my better half. She's wearing my ring. I would say that for sure.
I like that. I like the way you said it. That's a new way of saying it.
Wife sounds too greasy and old, and no, I don't like that word.
Okay.
But sometimes it's better to think about your husband and wife to make a lot of good things happen.
Yeah.
So my better half is my business partner.
Yeah.
She's my manager, my assistant. Most of the videos that you see of me on YouTube, either were mostly directed by her. Costume, set designing, and what is the word for the girls that be the extras?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes she's the extras and you don't even see her. So she plays a big role in what I do, and I think she even do more work than me and myself.
Yeah. So
I owe her that gratitude that I have somebody like that, to get a little something from her and get that,
So is that how that song came about? You trying to tell us that at some point in your relationship, you went off the rails, and she was like, "No, I'm, what Cardi and
so you're
Offset."
assuming that I went off the rails? Yeah, I almost hit the World Trade Center. No, I'm just kidding. So, to make a long story short, Mempena wasn't even scheduled to be released. It was, I would say, an accidental song.
Yeah.
I just felt like it came so easy, and there was a reason why it came out, and it was in the heat of the moment. So why not drop it right there, and it wouldn't even affect anything if I do, because I have a lot of lineup, with songs that are scheduled to come and everything. Yeah. But so we went out, and then somebody's telling her that I'm doing something. No, not that I'm doing something. Somebody's saying to her that this person, okay, not me.
Yeah.
Somebody's telling her that this person says that they would like to do something with me, or they want to do something with me, allegedly. And I don't get that lucky, so trust me. I'm not blowing my horns, trust me.
This is a real life story, right?
Real life story. So, it was a really heated argument, but I was kind of like feeling myself like, damn, somebody feeling me like that. So he's like, yeah. This person, like, I don't know the person that's telling, I don't know these perpetrators, so why are you so heated up? So, but everybody knows you. Everybody knows us. We're everywhere together, everything, blah, blah, blah. So what am I going to tell a girl or a woman that, what am I going to say? I'm going to say, Ava, my name is Kwesoul. I'm married, so be my side chick.
It can work in today's society, you never know.
So midowabina, from your china, mawari inti yentrimpina. That's where the idea came from. So it was recorded within the 2 weeks that this thing happened, and the hook where I recorded it. The people that were around keep saying midowabina, from your china. So that's why it's kind of hot. So let me just drop it. Just to clear the way, because I have a lot of stuff coming. Great. But you want to keep relevant all the time. So
is that because we have, I've noticed, your wife she's in.
Not my wife,
okay,
my
your
partner.
your better half, your business partner. Let me say that way. The lady wearing your ring, yes. She's very much incorporated in a lot of your videos. So is it because of what you were accused of in the past? So you're like, no, that's it. I'm not having no more video vixens. You're going to be everything. You're going to be there in the center. Is that the reason why?
Trust me, I've had some story to tell about that, but that's not the reason why. She just she just happened to be available, the only available person to play that part at that time, because we had the camera crew and everybody there, and the female model that's supposed to play the Mempana part didn't show up.
Yeah.
And these people are there ready to work. So I was like, you know what? Put your director suit down and just jump into your whatever, and let's make it happen. If I really knew she was gonna be playing that part, she'll be at Bali's Total Fitness just doing the treadmill or walking up and down this stairways here. But yeah, sometimes she and I we have this spontaneity about us that sometimes we have to compromise and make things happen, and that's the understanding that we have between us. That's kept me going. One of my biggest motivation too is that we have this understanding that when our backs are against the wall and we have to make decisions, it's not hard to make that decision because we are very cordial. You know what I mean? So that's why she played that part, not because I think she's fine or I think whatever, but she played that part and I think she could play well, and also it helped because it gave the naturalness of the meaning of the song, being a side chick. I don't think I could have gotten real intimate with a model as how I did with her.
It worked out for the better anyway, because you know, and that's really good to have such a business partner who's very, you know, who's there for you, who has your needs, you know, your interest at heart. That's really amazing, and I feel like it worked out because it's gonna have people thinking, okay, you know. So.
However, there's a song that was actually dedicated to her that I recorded like some years ago. That she actually played it in it. So far she's in about 4 videos, but like being the main person in it is just 2 videos that Brown Coffee and this one here, Wara.
Yeah, it's quite similar to Enrique Iglesias. You know, when he first started, he had his should I say partner, girlfriend anyway, in most of his videos. So it kind of caused like a controversy. I was like, okay, you know, she was always playing the main video, you know, the female model and stuff. So.
I like Enrique Iglesias.
He's really good. All right, so we're going to have a link to your song. It's out. What platform is it out on? Maybe you want to tell people to check it out.
The songs and the videos are on every single music and online video outlets out there. YouTube, Tidal, SoundCloud, the Amazon Music. iTunes, Spotify, Reverb Nation. That's where I like people to go visit, Reverb Nation /Kwesoul, because that's where you can really read a lot about me. You get to know me more better on Reverb Nation. However, the videos are on YouTube. I got a bunch of videos on YouTube. You go on YouTube, it will tell you, like, give you a little gist about my journey through music and entertainment. Yeah, so.
You know, it's been amazing having you here today. It's been really interesting. You made me laugh, which is really good. So I would say people have learned a lot of things about you today. In 3 words, describe who Kwesoul is. You know, after everything we've described, what would you say, you know, 3 words? Pick 3 words. First word is one of the greatest African entertainers of all time. Great.
It's me, Kwesoul. Because I say one of the greatest entertainers because I don't only do music. I'm a master of ceremony, and I claim that very well because I've hosted most of the most incredible weddings, shows, big shows. I've hosted P Square. I've hosted a lot. I can't even show all these people. I mean, I have one coming up with all the hottest guys in Ghana right now. The Kwame Jeans, the Kim Promise, all these guys. So I'm not only a musician, I'm an MC as well, and fashion consultant. I don't want to say fashion
Yeah.
because there's difference between fashion and style. So I say style consultant. Not people calling me, because I know people will be sneaking on my social media, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some ideas, which is cool, but give me some credit.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, I mean, we're about to wrap it up, but if you have any gigs coming up, any new music coming out that people should check it out, and your social media handles, if you can just let them know, look directly in the camera, just let them know where they could find you, check you out, sign in the DM.
The next big thing coming up, if I don't have any Mimpana issues to come be Istanbul block, it's called Pimpin Leisure, which is scheduled to drop this summer, and it's not only projected in Ghana. I'm hoping and praying that this song will break through the American market. That's my target. Yeah. So Pimpin Leisure is in work, it's done, posters are out, everything is out. However, I'm praying that it will reach the level that I'm anticipating it to reach. And of course, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all /Kwesoul, Kwesoul. So go follow yours truly, check me out, and let's support the people that are doing things in the community that has the potential to take the community or the area to a different level, and not just mostly only concentrate the people that have made it to the top. Because remember, they all started from somewhere. But it takes the people around you that knows you to bring you to that level as where they are. So when they come around, they give us the respect that at least our people rate us, for them to see us in the same light. Thanks to the good folks of GAJ for having me tonight, and the beautiful hostess. Thank you.
Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence today. We've learned a lot about you today, and it's just been amazing, full of laughs, and we just wish you all the best in your journey.
Thank you.
And definitely we will be seeing you on the big screens, on the billboards and everything soon. So
thank
you guys for tuning in. Once again, it's Ava from GAJ.